What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and it feels like it was just yesterday when Season 2 released for Black Ops Cold War, but we're already about 8 days away from Season 3, which is crazy to think about. But tonight, we're going to be talking about Season 3's pre-download, new teasers and trailers, as well as a release date for the 2-part Nuke event. Definitely stay tuned, but before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, because about 69% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed. So make sure you guys are getting notifications every time I update you on Black Ops Cold War. But real quickly, thank you all for the support on yesterday's banger video. It turned into one of my longest videos that I've made in quite some time. It was a big update regarding zombies, Berlin, Outbreak, future DLC. Hopefully you enjoyed that, but if you haven't seen it yet, I'll have that video linked down below. But earlier today, Treyarch did confirm yet another triple-double event taking place in Black Ops Cold War this weekend, double XP, the weapon XP, and double battle pass tiers across the board. They've given us quite a few chances by now to hit max rank, level 200 for the season, and to finish your battle pass for Season 2. If you haven't done that yet, now is definitely your last chance this weekend. So hopefully you get that done. But Treyarch also confirmed they're temporarily removing the snipers only mosh pit playlist while they address an issue with unintended class resets. They'll bring the playlist back in a couple of days. Hopefully you don't miss it too much. But now when it comes to Season 3's pre-download, it was confirmed that the update will be around 12.3 gigabytes on PlayStation 5. That'll be relatively similar on other platforms as well, give or take a couple of gigabytes. It'll be close to 12.3, maybe 14, maybe 15, no bigger than that. But I assume the pre-download will be actually releasing on Monday or Tuesday. It would be great if it was this week, but that likely won't happen. The pre-downloads usually drop a day or two before the release of a brand new season. But what's great news that was confirmed earlier by PlayStation themselves is that PS5 will finally start receiving the preload feature that PS4 has had for a number of years now. So I've been saying for the longest time, I'm like, wait a second, I bought a PS5 for the next-gen Call of Duty experience. Why is it that PS5 doesn't get the preloads, but PS4 still do? I was very confused about that, but something was going on behind the scenes, and as Sony confirmed, it has now been enabled, so they're waiting on developers to hit the flip of a switch and start allowing pre-downloads to happen on PS5 games. So it's up to Activision now to make that happen. I see no reason why they can't make that happen for Season 3, which is just over a week away. So fingers crossed on that one, but I know Xbox and PC should receive preloads as well for upcoming seasons of Black Ops Cold War Warzone, but that has to do with PlayStation exclusivity, which is of course out of Treyarch's hands at this point. Now I'm aware we already had pets in both Modern Warfare and Warzone, and I believe there are a couple of pets in Black Ops Cold War 2, but today we finally got the Plague Hound from Black Ops Cold War Zombies added in the form of the Corpse Collector Pack for 2,000 COD points. It comes with the Carnage Beck skin, the Ultimate Hunter Assault Rifle Alpha, the Doomhammer skin for the Hammer Melee weapon, the Skull Vertebrae Charm, and the Plague Hound finishing move, as you can see a preview of on screen. And the Plague Hound also walks around with you in the pregame lobby, which is hilarious. We even have the Inspired by Death sticker, the Gentle Push Calling card, and the Bucket Vehicle skin with the Doomsayer emblems. Quite a bit of content for just 2,000 COD points. I of course agree with you guys that doing Easter eggs and doing challenges in zombies should allow you to unlock cool things like this. It was also confirmed that the trailer for Season 3 of Warzone will not release until after or during the event on the 21st. So Insider Call of Duty Hope did say that the trailer won't drop before the event, so it probably means the trailer is going to play in-game, maybe like the Cold War reveal did last summer, where after doing an Easter egg or after taking part in the event, it'll play the actual trailer live in your match of Warzone, which to me is very exciting, so I would love to see that either way. But that doesn't mean that an actual trailer for Black Ops Cold War Season 3 content won't premiere before that. I'm assuming that as early as the end of this week or even the beginning of next week on Monday, we'll finally see both a roadmap and a gameplay trailer for Season 3. Also, don't forget, I would say by the end of this week, when the next minor update drops in Warzone to move zombies from the Superstore to the Dam, that'll likely be when we boot up our game of Warzone or even Black Ops Cold War and see the Season 2 outro cinematic cutscene, similar to what we got with Season 1's ending, where after a random update in Warzone, we just booted up the game and saw a new cutscene. So it's a nice transition point from the current season to the next. The Season 2 outro cutscene has already been found in the files of the game and has been transcribed pretty well. I'll put the transcription on screen so you can see. It's a conversation between both Wolf and Hudson. It's only about 45 seconds, so it's relatively similar to the length of the Season 1 outro cutscene, but I would say by early next week, we might get a lot of marketing in one day. So as soon as Monday, we might get Season 3's intro cutscene, the roadmap, and even a gameplay trailer all at once. So I'm looking forward to all the marketing. It's going to be overwhelming in a good way for all Call of Duty fans out there. But as a huge reminder as well, it's looking like the main operator of Season 3 is going to be Hudson, just based off the fact that he's in the Season 2 outro cutscene. We're assuming he'll play a big role in the next season and beyond. That just makes sense. But you never know, they could blow us all away with the marketing next week and introduce us to a brand new character instead. Sure, but you guys know fan favorite characters like Hudson and Mason are inevitable to be released in Black Ops Ops Cold War and Warzone at some point soon. But don't forget, main characters like Alex and Captain Price weren't playable in Modern Warfare until Season 3 and 4 respectively, so they can play this out in any way that they like. You never know, but according to the Season 2 outro, which has been transcribed on screen, we have a conversation between Wolf and Hudson about going to Verdansk to find our boy Adler. So Treyarch has done a fine job so far introducing us to brand new characters that have resonated very well with the community, so I tip my hat to them for that one. But you guys know they're going to bring in some fan favorites as playable characters. You know that. But story-wise, it makes sense why we're going to 80s Verdansk in Season 3. I'm not denying that. I'm just looking forward to how Activision is going to explain this with the marketing, that we're going to blow Verdansk to oblivion, but then go back to Verdansk a day later with a fresh coat of paint. It's going to be interesting to see how it plays out for the community. Hopefully everybody's hyped about it. Hopefully it blows away our expectations, because right now the community is in a very weird state where nobody's really impressed with what has been announced so far. But hey, let's just see what happens. But as Call of Duty themselves confirmed on Twitter today, the Nuke event is officially going to happen, and finally, on Wednesday the 21st at 12 p.m. Pacific, which is 2 p.m. Central and 3 p.m. Eastern. Other time zones are linked down below in the description. It feels like it's been a year's worth of waiting, right? We've been speculating about this for so long now. We all knew it was going to happen, but I feel like because of how dragged on the zombies outbreak has felt, people out there may not be as interested in this Nuke event. Let me know in the comments if you guys are even excited for this. Will you tune into the streams? I'm excited. I mean, my only question right now is how that Wednesday is going to work out, because usually I'll do a countdown stream to the following season about a couple of hours before the download begins, but now we have this event at 12 p.m. Pacific, and about 12 hours after that is when Season 3 is probably going to release. So do I do 2 streams in one night? I mean, let me know what you guys want to see here on the channel, but a lot's going to happen on that day. Maybe they'll even push Season 3's download to Thursday the 22nd at 12 p.m. noon, like they used to do back in the day with Black Ops 4, other games before that, because it was Modern Warfare that started that trend of releasing updates at like 1 or 2 a.m., on a Wednesday. That's kind of what we've been used to for a little over a year now, so I'm curious how they're going to do this. We'll be able to nuke Verdansk at 12 p.m. Pacific and be able to play on this nuke Verdansk for a limited amount of time before the 80s revamp drops the next day, or will they have it to where there could be some downtime on Verdansk after the nuke goes off, similar to the black hole from Fortnite, where the map just isn't playable, period, until Season 3 begins the next day? Maybe they'll pull that off where you can only play Rebirth if you want to hop on Warzone. I'm curious how that's going to work, but there are some new 80s Olympic advertisements popping up around Verdansk right now, of course teasing the fact that we are going back to the 80s with Verdansk in Season 3. So further confirmation that yes, we are getting an evolution of the map that is essentially a fresh coat of paint with a couple of new locations. But I'm hoping for a lot more than that. We of course have the leaked celebrity trailer, which is somehow still on YouTube. It has thousands of views and Activision hasn't took it down yet, but the trailer will probably drop either during the event or shortly after it while there's potential downtime before Season 3 begins. There's also the possibility, right, considering this is a 2-part nuke event, I mean, what if the first part is this nuke that we're expecting next week, the map gets blown to hell, then we're able to play on this nuked out Verdansk for all of Season 3, and maybe that lines up with the fact that there are rumors going around that the 80s revamp doesn't drop until Season 4. So if that happens, I'm expecting massive community outcry. I'm just looking forward to a brand new season, but as I always tell you guys, take all rumors with a grain of salt. These insiders out there, data miners, could have misinterpreted something, could have been fed bad information. I love talking about the news, bringing you guys some updates, and kind of doing a news roundup for those out there. They don't have much time to search the internet for articles. I love talking about that and making that clear to you guys, but I always say the same thing. I'm like, look, stay optimistic with it. Don't take it all for certain, because you never know what's been scrapped, moved, or changed. So definitely have an open mind when it comes to information like this. But earlier today, Call of Duty partners also received new teasers confirming that the zombies are going to the dam next, but that's not the end. I mean, I know the nuke event is already next Wednesday, but it was confirmed by other insiders out there that the zombies are at least going to the dam and the stadium to end this outbreak in Verdansk. So if they're going to the dam next, as I predicted, the stadium will be the finale of how this outbreak works. So when they go to the dam as of this Thursday, we'll have a little bit of time to enjoy that, and I'm assuming by maybe next Tuesday or even on Wednesday during the nuke event, we'll see them at the stadium to begin the grand finale once we nuke the entirety of Verdansk itself. But Season 3 is rumored to be the largest content drop in Call of Duty history. Many insiders out there have pointed this out many times already, not only bringing us a new Warzone experience, but apparently a lot more 6v6 maps, some dedicated remasters, and of course, the Outbreak Zombies Easter eggs. So right now, all we've heard of is a map called Echelon for 6v6, and there are some images of it being played a bit early. I can't show them on screen, but the description is pretty hot if you want to check that out. And yeah, aside from gameplay already being out there of Echelon, it is based out of a real-life location from actual Cold War history, so it sounds like a great map, looks like a cool-ass map, so I'm excited for this, but obviously more 6v6 maps will be on the way aside from that one, and Echelon's been rumored for months now. We thought it was going to drop in Season 2, but it didn't, so hopefully for Season 3. That's kind of what we're expecting right now, but we also have a map known as Dunes for Fire Team. It could even be for Combined Arms, but it's expected to be a larger scaled map for bigger modes, maybe even the new Fire Team Hardpoint mode that was released a couple of weeks ago, and we'll likely at least see one of the remasters such as Firing Range, Jungle, Summit, or even Standoff, some Black Ops 1 or 2 classics. We didn't get a single remaster in Season 2 at all, so I'm expecting maybe 1 or 2 to drop in Season 3, but as I said before, I think remasters are best for the mid-season update or the Reloaded update for that season. You should open the season up with brand new content that we just haven't seen before, so that's what I'm looking forward to. We also have plenty of locations from the Euro Mountains Warzone map, which may or may not ever release, but since they already broke up that map in pieces and released a couple of those locations in the form of Fire Team or an Outbreak, we'll likely see some of those other locations like Zoo, Battery, Chemical Labs, Weather Station also added in for a variety of different modes in Black Ops Cold War. They have taken Duga and Mines, as I said before, from Euro Mountains and put that into the 80s of Verdansk, so let's just see what they have planned for some of those other locations, which were developed many, many months ago. They're just sitting there collecting dust. Might as well release them in a new form. But in terms of weapons, we also know about quite a few that I went over in a couple of videos already, but we have some updates on what these weapons could be. So we know about a fully automatic pistol coming to the game. It could be the CZ75 from Black Ops 1. Some people suggested the Cap 40 from Black Ops 3, or not Black Ops 3, Black Ops 2 and 4. So again, that's a futuristic weapon, so I'd assume a CZ75 is a little more likely. We also have a fast fire LMG, so they could probably overtake the Stoner and even the RPD. Now looking forward to that one in some of our sweaty Call of Duty competitive lobbies. And we then have a new assault rifle, who knows what that could be, a new tactical rifle being rumored to be a burst weapon, so could even be the M8, a fan favorite from Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3. We'll have to wait, but we also know about the baseball bat, the recurve bow, which I was reminded is actually in the campaign, Echoes of a Cold War, one of the greatest missions of all time, by the way. We already have a combat bow as a kill streak, and the new crossbow they just added in, so seeing a recurve bow would be a bit redundant. Not sure why they want to add another bow into multiplayer, but hey, if they do it, you wouldn't see me complaining. And then we also have the ballistic knife, so any one of these weapons could drop in Season 3 right when it begins. Some of them could be saved for the mid-season updates, or even beyond that in Season 4. Just letting you guys know what the weapons are that have been found so far. Now don't forget, we have 3 different kill streaks already completed for Black Ops Cold War, and I've been on hold for a number of months now. The Flamethrower, the Hand Cannon Annihilator, and even the Canine unit. There's even, I think, talks of a Thresher or a Warhog coming to multiplayer as well, so there could be even more kill streaks that we just haven't heard of at all. But because of the promotional material that was found during Season 1 of the Flamethrower in action, I'm gonna guess that's probably the next kill streak dropping in Season 3, but they could surprise us next week. You never know what's going to happen with this. But that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave all your thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the pre-download for Season 3? Are you happy that Preload is finally coming to PS5? When do you think the download is going to go live for everybody? And also, what are your thoughts on the brand new teasers for the long-awaited Nuke event? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everyone.